Good afternoon. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court criminal docket for October 7th, 2025. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all directives regarding remote proceedings. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. I'll go ahead and call the case. This is 2025 0D04729, State of Texas versus Adrian Leonardo Sandoval. May I have announcements, please?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jose Garcia for the state, present and ready.
Karina Rodriguez on behalf of Mr. Adrian Sandoval, defense is ready.
And Mr. Sandoval is appearing remotely from the jail annex. Mr. Sandoval, before we get started with your plea, I need to swear you in. Would you raise your right hand, please? Sir, do you swear or affirm any testimony you provide will be the truth and the whole truth?
Sure.
Thank you very much. You can put your hand down. Mr. Sandoval, before we actually get started, we're doing this over Zoom rather than in person. And in fact, I did receive a waiver of an in-person proceeding. In other words, you telling me that you're okay doing this over Zoom. Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you don't want to do this in person? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Sir, I have documents. Well, first, state your name and date of birth for the record.
Adrian Sandoval. Date of birth is 10/4/1994.
Okay, so you just had a birthday. All right, Mr. Sandoval. I have documents in front of me indicating your intent to plead guilty. The first document is marked as State's Exhibit Number 1. Those are the plea papers in your case. Within that document, you're guaranteed certain rights, including the right to remain silent, the right to trial by jury, the right to counsel, the right to confront and cross-examine witnesses, and the right to call witnesses on your behalf and in your defense. Mr. Sandoval, did you review State's Exhibit Number 1 with your attorney before you signed that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand everything contained within that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Rodriguez, have you had more than 10 days to prepare a defense in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you explain the plea papers to your client?
Yes, I did.
Do you believe he has understood the admonishments, rights, and consequences of giving up these rights by entering his plea today?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Sandoval, are you satisfied with your attorney's representation of you?
100%.
I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Rodriguez, any reason to believe your client is not presently competent to enter his plea?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Sandoval, have you ever been found mentally incompetent by any court? Ever been examined by a doctor or psychiatrist who has found you mentally ill?
Yes.
So you've had some mental health diagnoses?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any diagnosed condition or anything else that you are feeling that is preventing you from understanding what we're doing?
No.
Ms. Rodriguez, no issues communicating with your client about all the rights, all the plea papers, all of those things?
No, not all, Your Honor.
Okay, so based on your testimony, Mr. Sandoval, your attorney's representations, and my observations of you, I'm going to find that you are competent to enter your plea. Sir, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Where were you born?
In Los Angeles, California.
Sir, in this case, you are charged with the offense of evading arrest or detention with a vehicle. To that charge, sir, what is your plea, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you making your plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll find you are making your plea freely and voluntarily. Mr. Garcia, would you summarize the evidence, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Had the state of Texas proceeded to trial, the state would have shown beyond a reasonable doubt that on or about the 9th day of June 2025, in the county of El Paso, state of Texas, Adrian Leonardo Sandoval did then and there, while using a vehicle, intentionally flee from Jesus Serafin Jr., a person the defendant knew was a peace officer who was attempting lawfully to arrest or detain the defendant. Your Honor, the state would like to offer into evidence States 1, the plea agreement, and States 2, Article 3914.
No objection.
States 1 and 2 is admitted. What is the plea agreement?
Your Honor, the plea agreement is for 5 years of deferred adjudication. There is a fine in the amount of $50. Defendant is to perform 100 hours community service. He's to complete a driving safety course, $2 fee to Crime Stoppers, along with all other terms and conditions.
Ms. Rodriguez, is that your understanding of the plea agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
And Mr. Sandoval, is that your understanding as well? Was that a yes?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, the audio is breaking up a little bit. Okay, understand that the plea agreement is not binding on the court. However, if I were to reject it, I would allow you to withdraw your plea. If I follow the plea agreement, you may not appeal this case except on matters raised by written motion and ruled on before trial or by permission of the court. The next document I'm going to ask you about is the one-page document entitled The Trial Court Certification of Your Right to Appeal. It's a document that explains your appeal rights. Because this is a plea bargained or negotiated case, you do not have an automatic right of appeal. Mr. Sandoval, did you review the trial court certification with your attorney before you signed that document? Was that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Okay. Finally, the motion for deferred adjudication. Mr. Sandoval, did you review the motion for deferred adjudication with your attorney before you signed that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Rodriguez, did you explain to your client both the benefits and detriments of deferred adjudication?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Sandoval, do you understand if you violate any condition of deferred adjudication, the court can proceed to sentence you up to the full range of punishment? In this case, it's a third-degree felony, so that's anywhere from 2 to 10 years or a $10,000 fine. Do you understand that range of punishment?
Yes, ma'am.
And with that understanding, are you asking the court to grant you deferred adjudication?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? I see you, Mr. Sandoval. It's not your fault, but it's breaking up. So I just want to make sure
A little bit louder. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I will find there is sufficient evidence in this case to substantiate a finding of guilt. However, I will not enter a finding at this time. Instead, I will defer further proceedings and place you on deferred adjudication for a period of 5 years pursuant to the plea agreement. There's a $50 fine, 100 hours of community service. You're supposed to take a driver safety course and all other standard conditions. Is there anything further, Mr. Garcia?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Ms. Rodriguez?
Just real quick, Your Honor, he does have a federal hold. He knows that as soon as he's done on that side of things, that he just needs to report to the probation office, but just to get the court and probation,
Rick.
that's it.
Hey, Rick. Yo.
You can beat up on Mr. Huffman later, Ms. Rodriguez. So he's got a federal case that's gonna keep him busy.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Mr. Huffman, we had to mute you. All right, Mr. Sandoval. Ms. Rodriguez, anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so where are we headed next?
Judge, did you
Oh,
want to do the probation things, or you want to go with Miss Cruz?
Yeah, let's go with Miss Cruz. I think that's a probation case. Mhm.
Okay, Miss Cruz, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, Annex, could we get Fitzgerald, please?
Yes, give me 1 second.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Cruz, can you turn on your camera, please?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
Judge, just so I'm aware, I know this is on YouTube for live streaming for public viewing, but is this removed from YouTube?
No, it isn't.
Okay.
Calling cause number 2025-0D01637, State of Texas versus Melina Magdalene Fitzgerald. May I have announcements, please?
Jose Garcia for the state, present and ready.
Miriam Cruz for Ms. Fitzgerald.
For purposes of the record, Ms. Fitzgerald is appearing remotely. We're set for a probation status hearing, and in fact, I did receive a report on Ms. Fitzgerald. I recall the recommendation is who from probation is here on her case?
Your Honor, I guess I'll cover it. I had asked CSOs to log on and cover, but I don't see that the officer logged on. So let me pull up
Okay,
the summary.
so the motion's been filed. It looks like we have June through June, July, August, and September failures to report. And then,
But she was supposed to be a placement for Aliviana, Judge.
is this one
And
left?
yes, she left from Aliviana from the facility as of states here. I walked out of the facility on June 9th, 2025. Thereafter, she failed to report. Bench warrant was called in on September 3rd. Let me see.
1637. So this was back when? That was back in June. Here we go. So I see the recommendation is to, again, modify her to the specific mental health caseload and do a substance use evaluation.
Your Honor, if I may, she is currently modified into the substance abuse caseload.
Yeah, I can't imagine why we were going that way. I mean, that's already there and she left the facility. Ms. Cruz, we don't have new offenses, do we, Mr. Garcia?
No, Judge. I'm looking at it right now and no new offenses.
Okay. So do we have a plan? Do we have something? Because it's a state jail felony. I mean, we can do 6 months. Is it a 1244? Anything? No?
No, Judge.
It's a straight state jail?
Mhm. Yes.
Cruz, what's going on?
Judge, we would love to get a copy of the report and the recommendation. I was not able to find that or was given copies of that. I also did not find the report. I did see the motion to revoke or to adjudicate, but I didn't see any exhibits attached to that. Ms. Fitzgerald would like to make sure that she is screened and given the support that, you know, she does require. It seems that it may.
How are we going to do that if she's walking out of the facility? That's the concern.
My understanding, Judge, is that there's other facilities that are not as lax that you would be able to walk out of. I don't know if that's an option, but I do know that she would like an opportunity to be given the help that she needs.
Let me see. Carla, what options do we have? I mean, I always think of BHRTC to be substance more than mental health, but is there a mental health component to it?
Your Honor, per this report that I have from her probation officer, it does mention that in July 2024, she was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia, bipolar, anxiety. I believe she's still pending the mental health screening. I'm not sure what happened on August 3rd. I know the referral was made. I just don't have current information on that aspect, but I mean, she's on possession. She's currently in substance abuse caseload and special programs already. If she gets screened and accepted for mental health, I'm not sure if they can do the dual supervision on that.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, that's something Ms. Fitzgerald needs to understand, that it's special program probation and she needs to report. If not, Judge, I don't know if we would take it one thing at a time, like for example, deal with BHRTC for her substance abuse.
Mm-hmm.
And then upon release, she continues with with the aftercare and then mental health caseload.
Yep. I'm in BHRTC only because it'll keep her secure. But Ms. Cruz, what I'll do is I'll reset. I'm at BHRTC. If you have some suggestions on additional resources or resources that are more tailored, I guess Aliviane would have, in my opinion, been it. So I'm willing to go to BHRTC, or she can do 6 months state jail. We can come back in 2 weeks.
Yes, Your Honor.
I heard Ms. Cruz mention, I guess, I don't know if probation regularly sends the case summaries to defense attorneys. Sometimes I think, do you, Carla, or no? Do they?
No, Your Honor,
No.
it's just for you, but
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know.
and it's
Pretty straightforward. She went to treatment, she got screened, she went to treatment, and then she walked. So, and
Can I know the name of the PO?
yes, her name is Edith Lujan.
so we'll come back in 2 weeks.
Yes, Your Honor. And I guess, Judge, at this time, I'd make an oral motion just to remove this recording from YouTube based on the fact that some of the medical information of Ms. Fitzgerald was mentioned.
That's
I would hate
respectfully
for that
denied.
to be a HIPAA violation or whatever.
That's respectfully denied. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will throw out there, Ms. Cruz, if you want these in person, make that request, okay?
I did. I filed a motion today.
Okay, well, thank you. If there's nothing else, you are excused.
Well, I'll be seeing you, Ms. Fitzgerald.
Myrna, let's make sure that Ms. Cruz's case is set in person in 2 weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Fitzgerald. Who's next?
Judge, on page 16, we have Jonathan Ogas for Mr. Huffman.
Okay, Mr. Huffman.
Hey, Judge.
Hi.
Sorry about that, Your Honor.
No worries. I just already have a notation on this case. So, Mr. Ogas. What's the new arrest? No?
I don't think so, Judge. I think that was possibly an older Class A or Class C ticket. I'm not really sure if that's what I'm looking at.
I'm looking, Judge. Let me see.
All right, Mr. Ogas, calling cause number 2024-0D02451, State of Texas versus Jonathan Ogas. May I have announcements, please?
Jose Garcia for the state, present and ready.
Rick Huffman for Mr. Ogas.
Janet Wagner for adult probation.
For purposes of the record, all parties are appearing remotely. Mr. Ogas is appearing from the jail annex. We are set for probation status hearing. I think this one also is a failure to appear. Let's see if there's a new arrest.
No, Judge.
Doesn't look like it.
It is a new arrest, but it's for an old case.
Yeah. So I'm at 200 days adjudicate. I see the failures to appear. It's a misdemeanor. You can do 200 days.
Judge, and unfortunately, Judge, he's been in custody for about 10 days, and I have not yet spoken to him. I don't know if there's a good reason for the failing to report.
Okay.
As I will talk to Mr. Ogas about the possible 200 days,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll definitely ask him about the reporting. If we
Okay.
can come back, Judge, in like 2 weeks, I will have that kind of sorted out.
Sounds good. We will come back in 2 weeks on a pre-revocation hearing. Let me just check something out here. Okay, no, I was just checking. There was a 1622, but there's nothing there. Okay. All right, we'll come back in 2 weeks. Mr. Garcia, did you have any input?
No, Judge. I was at 250, but I'm okay with 200.
Oh, that's funny because I wrote 300 first and then I went down to 200.
I guess we should meet at 150, Judge.
That I don't think that's what that
Oh.
that's 250. But I'm at 200. I mean, it's pretty straightforward to me. But we can come back in 2 weeks. It'll be a pre-revo, but let's not drag our feet on this. He's in custody.
I won't, Judge. Mr. Ogas, I'll speak to you either late this week or early next week. I apologize, Judge, about that one.
No worries. We'll see you soon. All right. Next is Francisco Herrera. Annex, can we have Francisco Herrera? Oh, the phones aren't working. Mr. Herrera? Yes?
Yes.
Calling cause number 2024-0D02478, State of Texas versus Francisco Herrera. May I have announcements, please?
Jose Garcia for the state, present and ready.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Mr. Herrera. Judge, it wasn't on my calendar. I don't know if we have an open case with Mr. Herrera. But I definitely will stand in. I just don't have much prepared. But I am familiar with Mr. Herrera. I do remember him.
Let me double check something because in the report there's a new ag assault deadly weapon and maybe no, that's not it.
They appoint someone else, maybe?
That's what I want to look and see.
I see Underwood.
Judge Underwood is appointed.
Okay, so Myrna, we need to appoint Mr. Underwood to the probation case as well.
Mr. Underwood is on the probation case, Your Honor. He was It was added by COJ.
Hmm.
I just don't see the order.
Yeah, hold on a second. So is the ag assault indicted already?
No, Judge, P file.
Uh, all right, so yeah, we need to appoint Mr. Underwood. I'm assuming he's on the ag assault on this case. And then I guess we'll come back in 2 weeks and see if we have our indictment yet. Because yeah, there's no other case. So you have another case, Mr. Herrera, that should be landing here, but I don't have it yet. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to be talking about your probation case when you have something new. We also need to make sure that we get your new attorney, Mr. Underwood, appointed on this case as well. So he wasn't notified about today. So we're going to come back. We're going to do 2 weeks to give the state a little bit of time to see if they have their indictment, and we'll go from there. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you. 2 weeks. Mr. Guerra, were you here on that case? I saw you so eager to talk. Although I can't hear you.
Just sent you an email on another, you're gonna like it.
Okay. Andale pues. Well, you're good to go. Thank you.
Yeah, good day, Judge. Bye-bye.
You too. Take care. Thank you for the update.
Bye, Mando. Hey, Gabe.
Do we have a motion on Mr. Herrera, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, now where are we going?
Judge, last one is Rincon on page 16. Annex, can we get Rincon, please?
Oh, there's Mr. Avalar. And what is Mr. Parga doing here?
Mr. Palga, I thought he to appear, but he does not. It was only a deadline requested by the PD. I'll
Okay,
let him know afterwards, Judge.
Mr. Rincon.
Ma'am.
All right. Calling cause number 2025-0D04483, State of Texas versus Eduardo Rincon. May I have announcements, please?
Jose Garcia for the state, present and ready.
Rick Huffman for Mr. Rincon.
And for purposes of the record, Mr. Rincon is appearing from the jail annex. We are set for a bond hearing. Mr. Huffman, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Rincon is 60 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He is a lifelong resident of El Paso, U.S. citizen. Judge, he currently works as a construction worker for a company called Setcom. He's been working there for about 4 years now. Recently, he was promoted to a foreman. That was about 2 weeks ago, Judge, and he's now making $15 an hour. We're hoping that job is still available when he gets out. He currently lives at a motel. He has no contact with the CW or the CW's mother. Judge, this case is alleged to have occurred back in October of last year. I think it was October.
Uh-huh.
Shortly after the allegations, there were allegations of assault. The CW on this case is the stepdaughter. CW on the assault case is the ex-girlfriend. He was placed on deferred adjudication and has been on deferred adjudication, I guess, for the past 6 months or so at a County Criminal Court 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's been reporting in clean UAs. He's been working. He's been doing well. Hasn't had any contact with the mother or the complaining witness. I'm not sure why this case was indicted. Why basically it took so long to be indicted. But he is on probation and he is doing well on deferred. The other criminal history I think is very minimal. Before these two incidents, I think it was 10, 20 years before Mr. Rincon got arrested. I'm not sure the disposition of the 2001 possession under a Graham case. I don't know if that case was reduced, but that was the only felony allegation he's ever had. I think it may have been reduced to a misdemeanor, but I don't know. Other than that, I think there was a DWI and a misdemeanor DWI, and that's it. I think the facts are important to note, the facts of this particular allegation. The allegation basically, Judge, is he was standing outside of his stepdaughter's bedroom. Stepdaughter was asleep. The door, I believe, was closed. And my ex-girlfriend says that Mr. Rincon was basically masturbating. But like I said, Judge, the door was closed. Stepdaughter was asleep. And those are from the report. That's from the report. Now, Mr. Rincon denies all those allegations, but just based off of the report, I don't think it will meet the elements of this offense. I think there's definitely some credibility issues, some hard feelings about the separation of the relationship, but most of all, Judge, it just doesn't meet the elements. And stepdaughter says, I was asleep, I didn't see anything, and I believe the door was closed. So that being said, Judge, he is obviously in custody, and we want to challenge these allegations. He denies them. It doesn't have any criminal history of this nature at all. And currently, Judge, he's been in custody for about 25 days. His bond is currently $20,000, and he can't afford that. I asked Mr. Rincon, between you, your family, your sister, all your ties in El Paso, what can you come up with? And he's thinking he might be able to come up with $500. So we're asking this court to reduce the bond to something that he might afford, and so that he can get back to work and get back to doing well on probation, and we will definitely appear in court.
Okay. Mr. Garcia?
Yes, Judge. I know the facts are not in, we're not arguing the facts of the case at this point, Judge. I do want to point out, however, that the reports do say that the door was cracked open, so he was able to see the child present, and the indictment does not require her to be looking at Mr. Rincon, only that he knows she is there while he is masturbating. That's the only thing that indictment requires. So I do think we can meet the indictment, the elements of this case, Your Honor. Nonetheless, I do agree with Mr. Huffman that he doesn't have much history. He does have, like he mentioned, a possession case back in 2001 that he did plead guilty to, and a DWI. We've tried to have contact with the complaining witness and the child. We have no contact. We're in the point right now where we're doing a better locate of them. For those reasons, Your Honor, we would only request that he stay away from the child and the mom, and well, she is the ex-girlfriend. We're not opposed to a bond reduction, but because of the nature of the offense, I am opposed to a $500 bond, which is what Mr. Huffman requested. But I'm not opposed to a reduction, only something that is reasonable, that will assure his appearance for all future proceedings.
Yeah, okay. So the order is going to be, I am going to grant the request to reduce bond, but yeah, I'm not probably where you are. I'm going to do a $10,000 cash surety bond with conditions. The conditions will be the same that were on his previous bond. So Ms. Nieto, it's not going to give me a lot of heartache if we use the same form that the JMAG uses for this, if it's more convenient. If not, it's going to be an intensive supervision level with no contact whatsoever with the complainant or her mother. Commit no new offenses. Report is instructed to CJC. He may not go where the complainant resides, goes to school or works, or may not be may not go near, I don't like that, within 200 yards of either a school, place of business, or home. No unsupervised contact with any minor children, and may not leave El Paso County without court permission. Yeah, so no contact. So that means no tell your cousin to go over there and contact mom, none of that. No emails, no anything, no third-party messages, things like that. So Marissa, we may have to use our own form. So it's
Yes.
gonna be reporting once a month in person. Yeah, I knew I don't like these forms.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like you do notify the school, Marissa? When we have these
Yes.
bonders? Okay,
Yes, Your Honor, if there's no contact with any minors, the school is notified, so it would have been sent from this original bond order, but I'll send it again.
okay, sounds good. All right, that's the order. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Is that really our last one? Are we gonna bring in Mr. Parga? Are we done?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wait, Mr. Avelar is here. Mr. Avelar, are you here for Francisco Herrera?
Hi, Judge. Yes, ma'am. I think he has an ag rob that's going to come down pretty soon, or an
I
ag
saw.
assault.
Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna, I didn't realize someone was gonna show up. So I
Sorry,
told him
Judge.
to come back in 2 weeks and see where the new case is.
We'll follow our appropriate motions to kind of keep them in check.
Beautiful. So we're
Yeah.
coming back in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Thank
Yes.
you for appearing.
Of course, yes, ma'am. Thank you
Have
for
a good
having
day.
me. Okay, thank you. Jose, did you get a Miss Aranda's message on the plea we just did? Okay, the dismissal's coming in?
Yes, for the dismissal. Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate
There's
it.
a warrant, right? Yeah, I'll get it
Yes.
done.
All right,
Okay.
Annex, I think that's everybody. Thank you.
Thanks,
Carla, do you
Judge.
need to speak to the annex, to speak to Sandoval?
I just sent the annex, the office phone number and email. If they can just provide him with that, that's fine. That way he can call me.
Did you get that, Annex? But that's it, Judge. I just want to give Carla the opportunity in case you need to talk to him.
Okay, thanks. Bye,
Thank you, Judge.
everyone. And
Thanks
I
all.
thank you for
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Parga.
Bye.
Thank you.
No, Annex? No? Okay.
Jose. Hey,
I'm gone,
Thank you,
dude.
Ananias.
You're welcome.
I see you. I see you. You can hear me.
I'm gone. Bye. Yeah, it's Friday.
I don't know if we got that dismissal on Mark Hunt.
Yeah, I'll send it again, but I have it.
I signed it like 2 seconds ago.
Oh, perfect.
See?
Thank you.
I
Thank
mean,
you,
you
Judge.
can check with Myrna, but I'm pretty sure I did.
I will. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Is that it? Going, gone.
Bye.
Bye.
Espérate, no me sale. ¿Cómo?
Mr. Varga,
Hello there, sir.
you're free to go. Talk to your attorney, Miss Rodriguez, right? She just did, yeah. You didn't need to appear today, but I don't know why you were on here. But just give her a call and she'll explain it to you. Okay?
All
Right.
so I have to get in contact with my public defender?
Yes. Karina Rodriguez. Okay?
Yes, no.
All right.